My best friend's wife accidentally sent me the proof of her affair. I never wanted to be involved in someone else's marriage drama. But when my best friend's wife accidentally sent me the proof of her own affair, I had no choice. And let me tell you, things got messy. Chapter 1, The Wrong Message. It was a normal Tuesday night. I was sitting on my couch, halfway through a beer, when my phone buzzed. Small blue diamond message from Laura: last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about you. Winking face, can't wait for next time. I frowned. Laura is my best friend Ryan's wife. And I was definitely not with her last night. At first, I thought it was a prank. Maybe she meant to text Ryan. But then I saw the photo. Attached was a picture of Laura in lingerie, lying in bed. And I knew for a fact that bed wasn't hers or Ryan's. My stomach dropped. She had sent it to the wrong person. Chapter 2, Oh, SHT. I stared at the screen, my heart pounding. Was this a joke? A test? Maybe she meant to text someone else entirely. Before I could even process what was happening, another message popped up. Small blue diamond Laura: oh my god. Please ignore that. Small blue diamond Laura: that wasn't meant for you. Small blue diamond Laura: delete it. Now. I didn't reply. My hands were shaking. Because there was no way to ignore this. Chapter 3, The Dilemma. Ryan and I had been best friends since college. We were like brothers. And Laura? She was the perfect wife. At least, that's what everyone thought. Now, I was sitting here with proof that she was cheating on him. And worse, she knew I knew. So what the hell was I supposed to do? I had two choices. 1. Tell Ryan and probably destroy his marriage. 2. Stay silent and let him live in ignorance. Laura must have sensed my hesitation because my phone buzzed again. Small blue diamond Laura: please. Don't tell Ryan. It was a mistake. Small blue diamond Laura: it meant nothing. Small blue diamond Laura: I love him. Don't ruin this. I clenched my jaw. Ruining things. She was the one who ruined it. I needed to think. But first, I needed more information. Chapter 4, The Trap. I didn't respond to Laura. Instead, I decided to do something risky. I sent one text. Small blue diamond me: who is he? I expected her to deny everything. To beg me again to keep quiet. But instead, she panicked. Small blue diamond Laura: it's nobody. Small blue diamond Laura: it was a one-time mistake. Small blue diamond Laura: please, just delete the messages. She was lying. So I pushed further. Small blue diamond me: if it's nobody, why do you sound so nervous? She didn't reply. That told me everything I needed to know. Chapter 5, The Confrontation. I had made my decision. Ryan deserved the truth. So the next day, I called him. Me: hey, man. We need to talk. Ryan: sure, what's up? I hesitated. How do you even begin to tell your best friend that his wife is cheating? Finally, I just said it. Me: Laura is having an affair. Silence. Then laughter. Ryan: dude. Come on. Laura. She would never do that. I took a deep breath. Me: she sent me the proof by accident. More silence. Then the anger hit. Ryan: what the FCK are you talking about? So I sent him the screenshots. Every single one. And just like that, his world shattered. Chapter 6, The Fallout. Ryan didn't say much after that. Just a quiet, I need to go. Later, I found out that he confronted Laura. She denied everything at first. Then, when he showed her the messages, she broke down and confessed. Turns out, she had been seeing one of her co-workers for months. Ryan kicked her out that night. Filed for divorce a week later. And me? Well, Laura hates my guts. She even texted me. Small blue diamond Laura, you ruined my life. No, Laura. You ruined your own life. I just made sure Ryan knew the truth. Dash. Chapter 7, The Aftermath. Ryan. Doing better. It took time, but he moved on. Laura. Last I heard, she tried to make it work with her affair partner. It didn't last. Me. Still best friends with Ryan. And still double checking every message I send. Moral of the story? If you're going to cheat, don't be dumb enough to send the proof to the wrong person. Or better yet, don't cheat at all. Smirking face. Chapter 8, The Unexpected Twist. A few months after everything went down, Ryan and I grabbed some beers. He looked better. Lighter. Like a guy who had just escaped a disaster waiting to happen. Ryan, dude, I still can't believe it. If you hadn't told me, I'd probably still be with her. I nodded. Me, you dodged a bullet, man. Then, Ryan smirked. Ryan, you're gonna love this. He pulled out his phone and showed me a screenshot, a text from Laura. Small blue diamond Laura, I miss you. Can we talk? I almost choked on my drink. She was trying to win him back. Dash. Chapter 9, Laura's Desperation. Ryan hadn't responded, but we both knew exactly what was happening. Her little affair hadn't worked out. And now, she wanted to crawl back. Ryan, think I should respond? I laughed. I mean, you could have some fun with it. So we came up with a plan. Ryan texted her back. Small blue diamond Ryan, I'll meet you for coffee. Tomorrow at 3. Except, he had no intention of going. Dash. Chapter 10, The Public Humiliation. Laura showed up at the coffee shop right on time. She even dressed up, like she thought she had a shot at winning him back. But Ryan? Nowhere to be found. Instead, he had sent his sister, Megan. Megan walked right up to Laura and said, Small blue diamond Megan, oh, honey. You didn't really think he wanted you back, did you? Laura turned bright red. And just like that she stormed out. The whole thing was hilarious. Dash. Chapter 11, The Final Message. Later that night, Ryan got one last text from Laura. Small blue diamond Laura, you're a cruel, heartless bastard. Small blue diamond Laura, I hope you die alone. Ryan just sent back. Small blue diamond Ryan, nah, I'm good. And that was the last time he ever heard from her. Dash. Chapter 12, Where are they now? Ryan. Doing great. New job, new girlfriend, and zero regrets. Laura. Last I heard, she was single, miserable, and still blaming everyone but herself. Me. Still best friends with Ryan. And still making sure my texts go to the right person. Moral of the story? If you cheat, don't be dumb enough to text the wrong guy. And if you get caught, don't come crawling back. Some doors stay locked forever. Smirking face. Chapter 13, The Unexpected Reunion. It had been over a year since Ryan and Laura's messy breakup, and things had calmed down. I figured that chapter of our lives was behind us. But then, one random Tuesday, I got a message from an unknown number. Small blue diamond unknown, hey, I know this might be weird, but can we talk? It's Laura. My stomach sank. Laura. I hadn't heard from her in months. So I hesitated but decided to hear her out. Me, what's this about? Small blue diamond Laura, I know you don't want to hear from me, but I need to apologize for everything that happened. I wasn't sure how to respond. I mean, after everything, why would she suddenly want to apologize? Dash. Chapter 14, The Apology. Later that night, we met at a cafe. I was expecting her to beg for forgiveness, but instead, she surprised me. Laura, I was selfish. I made horrible decisions, and I hurt so many people. I'm sorry for everything. I stared at her for a moment. Me, what exactly are you trying to achieve with this? You're not going to win Ryan back. Laura, I know. I don't deserve him. I wanted to clear my conscience. I've been seeing a therapist, and I've finally come to terms with the fact that I messed up. I could see the sincerity in her eyes. But after everything, I couldn't just forgive her. Me, it's good that you're trying to better yourself, but that doesn't erase what you did. She nodded, looking down at her coffee. Laura, I know. I don't expect you to forget, but I wanted to say I'm sorry to you, too. For everything. It was a genuine apology. But I knew it wasn't enough. Dash. Chapter 15, A New Chapter. After that meeting, things between Laura and I were quiet. She didn't reach out again. But Ryan? He was thriving. He had met someone new, someone who actually respected him. He had even started a new project, something he'd been wanting to do for years but never had the confidence to pursue while with Laura. Ryan and I? Our friendship was stronger than ever. Dash. Chapter 16, The Final Resolution. Months later, I found out Laura had actually moved out of town. She started over in a different city, far from the mess she'd left behind. Ryan. He's now married, happier than I've ever seen him. His new wife is everything Laura wasn't: kind, loyal, and supportive. I'm glad I was there to have his back when he needed it most, and I'm happy to see him living the life he deserves. Dash. Chapter 17, The Takeaway. Looking back, I still can't believe how everything unfolded. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. People mess up. But that doesn't mean they get to destroy others in the process. Moral of the story? If you cheat, don't expect a second chance. And if someone shows you their true colors, believe them the first time. Also, make sure your texts go to the right person. Smirking face. Chapter 18, A Chance Encounter. It had been almost 2 years since the whole mess with Laura and Ryan. Life had returned to a peaceful routine for the most part, but of course, fate had other plans. One Saturday, I walked into a bar where Ryan and I were meeting for a drink. As I approached the counter, I saw a familiar face from across the room. Laura. She didn't see me at first, but I couldn't help but notice how different she looked. Gone was the frantic, self-justifying woman I'd known. Instead, she was sitting at the bar, quietly sipping her drink, almost as if she had come to terms with everything that had happened. I debated turning around and leaving, but then she caught my eye. She waved awkwardly, and I couldn't exactly ignore it. Laura, hey, can we talk? I stood there for a second, deciding if it was even worth engaging. But then I saw a genuine apology in her eyes that seemed to have matured over the last couple of years. I couldn't deny the curiosity that bubbled up inside me. Me, sure. But just for a minute. Dash. Chapter 19, A Heart to Heart. We sat at the bar, both of us nursing a drink. The awkward tension hung between us at first. Laura, I don't even know why I'm here. I never thought I'd be back in this town, let alone run into you like this. I raised an eyebrow. Me, you look different. Laura, I am. I've changed. Or at least, I'm trying to. I guess you could say I finally learned the hard way that I can't just keep running away from my mistakes. She paused, and for the first time, she seemed genuinely vulnerable. Laura, I never should have hurt Ryan. And I certainly shouldn't have involved you in all of it. I've done a lot of thinking, and I don't know, I wanted to apologize. For all of it? For you, for him. I nodded slowly. Me, you didn't just hurt Ryan, Laura. You hurt everyone around you. She looked down at her drink, clearly reflecting on what I said. Then she glanced back up, her voice quieter this time. Laura, I know. I've had a lot of time to think, and I don't expect forgiveness. But I'm hoping, maybe, one day, you'll be able to understand why I did what I did. I could see that she was trying to make peace with herself. But the truth was, I had already moved on from it all. I had to. Me, I get that you're trying to make things right, but honestly, Laura, I think I'm at a point where I just don't need to know anymore. Ryan's in a better place now, and I'm okay with how things ended. Her face softened, and she smiled slightly. Laura, fair enough. I guess this is just my way of making amends, even if it's not what you expected. I nodded, appreciating that she at least had the courage to face it. Chapter 20, Closure and Moving Forward. We talked for a little while longer, not about the affair, but about the time that had passed. It was clear that she wasn't asking for a second chance, but rather just looking for some sense of closure for herself. When we said goodbye, I didn't feel angry anymore. I didn't even feel sorry for her. I just felt relieved that she was finally getting the help she needed, the therapy that seemed to be making a difference. As for me, I left that conversation with a strange sense of peace. Chapter 21, Ryan's New Beginning. Months passed after that chance meeting with Laura. It became clear that she was no longer a part of Ryan's world, and Ryan was in a better place. He'd married someone else, someone who was everything he deserved. Ryan and I still hang out regularly. He's doing well in his career and has a beautiful daughter with his new wife. They're the kind of couple that makes you believe in second chances. Ryan, I owe a lot to you, man. You're the one who helped me see the truth, even when I didn't want to. And now, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't have been prouder of him. Chapter 22, The Lesson Learned. Looking back on everything, it feels like a lifetime ago. Laura's affair wasn't just about cheating. It was about the lies, the manipulation, and the consequences of not being honest with yourself. But what stands out most is that no one can truly run away from their mistakes forever. It took Laura a long time to face hers, but in the end, I think she did. Moral of the story? Sometimes, we hurt the ones we love, but it's how we own those mistakes that defines us. And, as always, check your texts before you send them. Smirking face.